Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I am going to do a background. Not a background. It's going to be an abstract. A lot of you ask me to do tags, and I can't find what I did with my tags. I put them somewhere, so I had them, and then of course I can't find them. So we'll pretend that this is just a piece of mixed media paper. But we'll just pretend it's an art journal page or canvas or a tag. You know, you do it whatever way you want. I'm going to kind of do it very mixed media. And usually, if you've been with me for a while, you guys know when I like to do backgrounds, sometimes I like to do a whitewash or a black wash on them to subdue the colors, you know, that kind of thing, push them in the background. So I thought I had an idea of what I'll do. And because you guys go nuts when I do that. Some of you are like, I can't believe you ruined that background. I loved it. So let's play. I have this, I'm going to be doing a video on this, explaining how I got it and everything like that. But for now, we're going to do this. So I figured let's take some water and I'm just going to kind of squirt it on here. And I think I'm going to start with some watercolor. Now I was going to do a resist with a stencil and all, and I don't think I'm going to do that today. That might be another video. And this is the Folk Art Watercolor Acrylic Paint Ultra Marine in 1820. Now, I'm going to tell you something. And I think I did a video of this back a while ago. They also have Martha Stewart, and they have folk art. And I'm going to tell you, I love the folk art. I'm not digging this too much. And let me just show you why. And it won't matter because we're going to be doing it on here. But this is the plaid. I'm just going around, not really, we're just going to do a lot of abstract. This is the Martha Stewart. And it's, let's see, soft gel watercolor acrylic craft paint. And that's why I don't dig it, is the gel part. Because it, like, you can't even really see. Let's see if I can show you the difference. Can you see how this is like, it looks like cottage cheese? And this is smooth. So, you know. And then I'm gonna take, what am I gonna take? Where's my card that I like to scrape with? I mean, my gosh, you could scrape with anything. Excuse the arm. Excuse the arm. And look for our keto video coming the first of the month. It's either going to be tomorrow or Sunday. And yeah, because my husband's been working like crazy. So, okay. So we're just gonna, now to do this, and you see it's going everywhere. I don't care. To do this, it's okay with the soft gel, which I'm going to use the folk art in the pink. But when you're using a paintbrush, it gets gloppy. I don't really dig it too much. I have to play with it more. I played with it a few times in the beginning, but I haven't played with it for a while. And I started using these, and I was like, oh. Now, the great thing about these watercolors, both of them, when they dry, they are permanent. And like I said, I'm not doing necessarily a video on them right now, but they're permanent, which is okay because we're going to use other things too. Okay. So that's really cool, you know, with them becoming permanent when they're dry. And you can really use them and stretch them in a sense. So they're very cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to dry this really quickly. And I like how it's darker, you know what I mean? Like I didn't spread it as thin there. It just gives you more texture. I love doing this media background. Like I said, this is going to be an abstract. Now, I'm not going to worry too much how dry it is because I really don't care because I'm just going to be putting more stuff on it. Now I'm going to take some gelatos. Now, for those of you, I know a lot of you are new, to my channel. So I'm going to give you some tips. You guys always ask me to do this, that, the other that I've already done, but I like updating. So please don't get angry if I update, you know, because I do have a lot of new followers. I'm very, very lucky. And I feel so blessed and I wonder why, but you know, I like showing, you know, those kind of, you know, tips and stuff. But these are Faber-Castells. These are gelatos. They come in a million colors. However, if you go on Amazon and put in Faber-Castell gel sticks, you'll get them for a third of the price and you'll get a bunch of them. So go do that. You can buy them at your local arts and crafts store. And use a coupon, you know, you get like 4 or 5 in them, but you know, totally up to you. So I don't care how they're going to go into the wrong way, Cal. You know how they're going to sink in. Some gold and some purple. And as you know, these are watercolor. And they're fun, you know, you can have a good time. I want a yellow. This is a bright yellow. Oh goodness. Okay. You kind of see. So now I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm just going to, it's going to be wet. And I'm going to go light to dark. So I'm going to go in with the yellow. And you see how it just starts this layering? You have some pink. Wet your brush and clean it every once in a while. Like I said, because this is a background, I'm not really caring. And you can see when I use it, you know, you can kind of see like right here where the where I scribbled it on will sometimes sink in, the oils or whatever. I don't know what oils, but you know what I'm saying. And you can scrub it and you can leave the water sit on it and that will work as well, but I don't care. Because that's not what I'm going for. I'm not going for a clear, concise kind of color, you know. Now I'm going to turn this. Oh, the mess. Cal, what was that? That's from my thing. I'll just put right here. I don't like wasting. Oh, and it'll just do that. But I'm going to turn it because as I add more things, I want, you know, I'm not going a certain way. I'm just kind of going kind of abstract. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. But you see, you just have to play. And this is great to do on a, you know, if you want to do on a tag, it's a smaller area. Just kind of clean my brush off there. I'll take some of this pink and kind of go over there and see where I have maybe more white than I want, and I can just go over that. And if I wet my brush, it'll, you know, really take it over there. Okay. All right. Oh, this glass mat's gonna, you'll know what big I am when I paint. Ugh, and I'm just sliding this all. Yeah, I couldn't have cleaned it, right? I'm just sliding it everywhere. Yep, because that's just me. Okay, so you see that. And I'll put that in there, and I'm going to dry this real quick. And you can see this is still there, and I didn't even dry it all the way. Now, because this is water soluble, of course, it's going to dry very quickly for you. And it doesn't matter. Now, I see I missed it there. Now, I can leave it like that. If I won't. And one thing I do like to do, and this is a tip I tell you guys a lot, is you see the paper is buckling, turn it over. And you can dry it, or you can do this. Oh, don't slide there, baby. Spray the back of your paper and turn it back over. Turn it this way. And while it's doing that, I'll take my brush one more time as it's wet, and I'm just gonna kind of mush that there. No big deal. And then dry it a little bit more. Okay. And I don't need it to be too dry. But looking cool, looking cool, looking cool. Okay. And you can also tape it down if you want. You know what I mean? Doesn't have to be. Why are we sideways, Cal? Okay. So now let's do a few stamps. I'm just going to do, this is an at-home thing. It's one of the kitchen shelvings that you get at the dollar store. And let's go for teal blue from Stays On. I don't know how much is in here and if it's going to work because I use these in my mixed media. Look, you can see it's kind of like, I don't know. All right, and I'm just going to put the ink on like this. And then set it down. Yeah. And just laying it. I'm not worrying how dark, how light. When I think I need more, I'll go in. I'll give it a few smushes. Maybe where it's lighter, where it's darker, wherever you want. And that is all I will do with that. You can see putting on yellow makes it a little green, which is pretty cool. And I'll put this back and where'd that one stamp them on go? I always keep these around because these are so, they're, you know, it's not like it's a subject matter. So I can just kind of add some of these different kind of things. All right. And this is Stays On, which is permanent. So once it's dry, it won't move, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now I'm going to go in with Picked Raspberry. Let's see. Do I have another? Yeah, I have my here sitting. So let's see what we can get. I might need a new Picked Raspberry. Yeah, because that's not gonna, it's not gonna show up good for me. Will it work on that? I have this upside down. It's not even the right way. I just have it there so I can play and not ruin it. So I'm just going to stamp this. This isn't doing a very good. So I need Picked Raspberry. That's going to be a new one. Oh, I love mixed media, but it really ruins my stuff. This is Peacock Feathers. Let's see what this bad boy does. Come on, baby. Okay, yeah. It's a little bit, you can see it's turning a little bit blue. And to clean this mat off, they say use hand sanitizer, which I have to look and see if I have any because I don't know if I do. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to play with my ding-a-ling. Did you ever hear that song? Inappropriate, I'm sure, but it just came to my mind as I'm like, play with, and I'm like, oh my God, I went back to being a 10-year-old singing my ding-a-ling. Anybody? Anybody? Ugh. I know, inappropriate. Yell at me, email me, tell me how inappropriate I am. But that's the song. Caught you playing with your own ding-a-ling? Anybody? Oh my goodness. Okay. So really cool. Now I need some light in here. So, but this won't be it. But I'm gonna go in. Got a nice color there. And I'm just gonna kind of just add this. You see, I can do it over that blue because the blue is permanent of the Stays On. Okay. I really like that Picked Raspberry. Why you gotta do me like that? Cracked Pistachio. Oh my God, my hands today are just not, they're like, yeah, not today. Let's see what you're like. I'm gonna add just a little bit of color. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a lot, but I want, see, I really like this and I don't want to lose that, but Okay, I'm gonna draw it for a second, just to kind of set anything. And I need more texture in the middle, I'm thinking, like around here. I do have it quite blue. Did not think that out too well, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Because I'm going to take some, you can use gesso, you can use your white school glue. Do I want to go that? Do I want to do, if I do my mood, okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to squirt some on here. I'm going to take my SKYPE. Use a paintbrush, use whatever you have. I'm going to go in and grab some like this, and I'm just going to kind of, you can see where you could use anything, cardboard, anything you want. Bubble wrap would be good. And then I'm just going to kind of lighten it up a bit. You see how it does? So it's not too much. I feel like I'm back in 18 years old. Anybody? Okay. One of them days. Yeah. Just to lighten it up. Now, I don't know what color I'm going to go over with when I do this, but could be white, could be black. I don't know what I'm feeling at the moment. Lately, I've been feeling gray. Maybe I should do gray. But what I'm going to do is then use this. Oh gosh, I'm a mess. I love it. I love it. That's what makes me, that's what painting, that's what art is. Be a mess. I could clean this desk up way more to keep the glass media towel in here, which is fine. It's just I have 1,000 things going on at once all the time. Now what I'm going to do is I want to get some color in here. I think I'm going to go with red. Now I have these, I always try to use these, but they never work for me. Oh, I have that one too. This is Opalite in Pigment Ink Glacier Blue, reflective. But you can see it's like a iridescent. So I don't know if you could see this on here. How it's like reflective a little bit. Yeah, not really. We'll see. And then stays on red. Okay, I feel like I got bit by a mosquito. Okay, so I'm going to lay that there. I'm going to lay this here. And I think what I'm going to do is take this. Oh, girl, you're a mess. And I'm going to wipe it clean, or you could, you know, wipe it off on a piece of paper you have sit next to you so it doesn't go to waste, because that's a big tip. Let me see. Just to add a little. Okay. That'll be for that, just for the second. And I'm going to turn it the other way, and let's see. Yes, I can barely see it, but what I want is I want to squeeze some of that off. Yeah, but that ain't going to do nothing for me. I wonder if I squish it like that. Oh, see, now I can see it a little bit. It's nothing crazy. Can you see it there? Yeah, you could see it. It's like, gives you that, see that? Right there. Right there. See it? Yeah, boy. But what I think I'm going to do is, oh my goodness, I'm a mess. But the great thing is I can clean it up and it will be clean. Like I don't have to worry, you know, which I love. Then when I come to sit down again, it'll be clean. Makes me happy. Okay, I'm just going to pat this all around. So whatever I choose to do, wherever I choose to do it, because remember, we're doing like an abstract. I will have, hopefully, some iridescence. So we'll see in a second as I put this away. I have other colors of this, but I don't feel like it today. I just don't feel like it. Let's see if we can, oh yeah. All right, you see it there? Yeah, you can see it in the middle. See it? Oh yeah. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is take my paper towel. I should have grabbed the tools for this. There's a SKYPE tool, but I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's not like I have to have people be mean to me in the comments and email me that I'm a mess because I can clean it up. People hate when my mat's dirty. Oh, I get the nastiest things. You're mad. It's like I'm doing stuff. I can't. It doesn't stay clean all the time. It's just not what I'm into. I'm into doing this, but now I can clean it. So hopefully I can do it justice. Okay, so I'm going to actually take this and I'm going to just press it a couple times around because I don't necessarily need it, you know, to define anything, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. All right. So I think I'm going to be okay with this. So I'm going to just get that off of there, put you there, put the inks right there because the mess is coming. All right, I'm going to dry this real quick. You can put black, you can put a word. I always make my stuff ironic because I think I'm going to turn it this way. And leave this, or do I want it this way? I can't decide. I like to put a word. Let me do this. I'll show you. And then if it screws up, it screws up. Celebrate each day, right? Because it's colorful. You guys always like, can you do more colorful things? I'm doing colorful. Or am I? We'll see, because you guys know I have a weird sense of humor. Ironic, some may say. Okay, ready? Okay. And then you could just take the rest and just kind of, you know, kind of push it around. Dabbing for Angie. Dab it. There you go. Okay. I'm going to heat set it because that's permanent. And I'm good with that. Okay. Although it would be cool if it melted off, not going to lie. But, see, I could scrape all this off if it's dry. It's a life changer for me, which I'll do after. I'm not going to bore you. Okay, so now we have this. So let me show you. I mean, look at that deliciousness. This is just a mixed media background. Now, here, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what you could do. Okay? What the heck is down here? I like that. If you do this, here's some tips. Number one, you can measure these out 2.5 by 3.5, cut them. ATC cards. If you want it to be sturdier, maybe the paper is not sturdier, you can double this. You could put it on an ATC card. You can, you know, glue it on an ATC card. You can glue it on a piece of poster board. If you go to your local dollar store for 2 for $1, you get this big piece of poster board. I used to sit and measure and cut out ATC cards because I used to do classes and stuff. So you can do that. You can and then do this on the poster board, or just cut them and then, you know, glue this onto a piece of the poster board that you cut into the artist trading card size. And I mean, you're good to go. You get a great background. You can cut this and put it in your art journal as an art journal background. You can do these mixed media papers, which, see, this is my favorite thing to do. I have these. Matter of fact, on Patreon, I'm going to be sending more pages that I've done. I love doing the backgrounds. And you know what I mean? Like, you can print it out. You can do this, rip it up, use it as a background in mixed media, whatever you want. You know, you don't have to necessarily use it for one thing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black today and I'm going to squirt it here. I'm going to squirt it here. Okay. Just a ploop. I don't know why the camera's not showing how much of a ploop, but you can see it there. And then I'm going to put this back. I'm going to take my spray bottle and I'm going to go like that. And I know it's going to run a little bit on my paper. I'm okay. I probably should have done it here, but anyway, let me get a big brush. I need a bigger brush. All right. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to really get this wet. And I'm going to go spray it some more. Yeah, maybe I'll probably have to move this over some more. Because doing it like this, if I move it back, yeah. All right. Just getting both sides. I'm going to stick my brush in the water. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to go in. I'm going to hold this like this. We're going to drip today and just run it. Now, you can see it's not dripping. You can use India ink too. I was going to use blue India ink and then I decided to not do that. I don't know why. But anyway, so I'm going to make it water, more water. And you can spray up there. I just don't want things to necessarily go together. You know, if anything was water. There you go. And you can see how that's going. So I'm going to hold it up and give it to kind of help it. And I don't care what way the drips are going. See how you just kind of do that. Okay. I really want it thick here with drips. Now you can see where picking the paper, maybe watercolor paper would have been a little better if I would have thought it out more. All right. Needs a little bit more water. I mean, you know, how cheap water and paint, right? Okay. All right. Come on. Okay, so what I'm going to do, oh, a little bit more on that corner. Come here, Connor. Okay. So you see, and I just play like this because maybe I want to blend it all out. Maybe I don't want the drips. But I'm not digging this as much as I wanted to. I want it to be thicker. So what I'm going to do, oh dear, I'm going in. This is what I'm going to do. Okay. And then I just want it to be wet. Then now, and what I could have done, what I could have done was taken the, which next time maybe, I could have done this part here and put the resist. So then once this is all done, there would be different parts resisted. I'll do that next time when I play and see. Let me know down below if you want me to do a video. But look how cool it's like webbed. Now I was going to turn it the other way. I'm going to show you because I know everybody's going to be like, what's that big black? We'll fix that. I just want this to drip. And if you want more, go in. Oh, la, 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 la. Just like that. I like the webbing. Just because Halloween's coming in, I just feel dark. All right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this here. And I'm going to take my paper towel or whatever you have, go in, and you can go in and lighten this if you want. You don't have to. And what will happen is it'll just, now see what would have happened if I would have done this all over the whole page and then wiped it. You get a really cool grungy look. And then I'll just kind of tap this here. Yeah. Just like that. So I'm going to dry this real quick. Just to show you. Now at any stage you can stop. You could stop before I did the black. You can stop at this point. You can, you know what I mean? You can do whatever color you want. You can do this treatment. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to worry too much if those are dry down there, but I want you to see this. Now I can even spray water on here a little bit more before it dries and get a little more of the color off. And if you've been with me, you guys know I do that all the time. Well, no, this isn't too dry. Let's see. Yeah, see? You just keep wiping and you'll get even brighter coming through. So that's up to you if that's what you're going for. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. That's basically that. I'm going to put him in there. I'm going to wipe this up. Oh my gosh. Should have picked up another. Okay, just because, you know, I end up with that all over me, which is fine, but I don't feel like it. And that was about that for that. But look how cool. Look at that. Now, can you see? Let's see how well you can see. Yeah, you can see some of that background. And then you got the drips, if you want the drips. And then this. Ooh, I'm going to take a shower. I'm full of black paint, but you can still see all this. You could do it, like I said, I wanted to kind of do it going this way too, and kind of like enclose it, kind of like that, which I could do. I don't think I'm gonna, but you know what I mean? Like there's so many different ways you can go from here. But like I said, you get 3 different treatments, and this is grungy and this is delicious. Now you can go and work on top of that if you want. You can stamp, you can, you know, write, you can do whatever you want. And you know, you got this really cool page. Like I said, with drips, you could put more drips, you could put different color drips, you can do whatever you want. But it's a cool page, you know, to play around, especially in the beginning. This is a lot of fun to do. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what your favorite thing to do on a mixed media background is. And if you're new to my channel, thank you for being here. I appreciate it so very much. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. Look for the video for this coming up today or tomorrow. And, you know, progress, not perfection. This is, you know, ideally what we want. We want to play. You have to play. I tell you that all the time. And now, like I said, you can really mask that off. You can use masking tape. You can use, what's it called? Resist, you know, whatever you want. And really have a good time and really form this into something that is, you know, maybe you love purple. Maybe you want the purple drips. Maybe you want pink. Maybe you want white. Maybe you don't want the drips. It's up to you. Love you guys. See you in my next video. Bye.